Hey guys, for today's poetry lesson, we're going to continue reading in the group of poems that we have been about cats and dogs. And we're going to read a poem called Sonnet for Shoelace by Benjamin F. Williams. So first off and foremost, after watching this video, you're going to go to the Your Work section, and that's where you will do all of your work on this poem. So I'm going to go ahead and click here so you can be looking at it with me as I teach this lesson. All right, so an Elizabethan sonnet, which dates from the age of Queen Elizabeth I of England, is a highly structured kind of love poem. William Shakespeare wrote a famous sequence of Elizabethan sonnets. Each one was 14 lines long with 10 syllables per line and a rhyme scheme of A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, and G, G. So we're going to take a look at this. This is not a free verse poem. This is actually a sonnet about a dog. So if you count the lines, you'll see that there are 14 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. And then the next requirement was there needed to be 10 syllables per line. So if I count those, the ice crystals on your coat make you glow. Okay. I'm not going to count every single one, but I think you get the gist. Okay, so there's 14 lines and there's 10 syllables in each line. The next requirement, and this is what I think is so hard, is to keep all of these rules in place and still write a poem that says something that expresses love for the object that you're writing about. The next thing you have to do to write a sonnet is you have to stick to the rhyme scheme pattern. So this would be considered line A. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and type. I think I'll do that in a different color so you guys can see it. So it's A, and this would be B, and this would be considered A, and this would be considered B. Okay, so you can see it rhymes. A rhymes with line A, and B rhymes with line B. Glow and toes, light and bite. Then this next line is what we would call line C. And this next line would be, you guessed it, line D. This would be C. And this would be line D. Oops. Okay, so missed and kissed and clean and unseen. Now we continue this similar pattern with E, F, E, F. So this is going to be line E. And this is line F. This is line E, line F. Okay, and so ground rhymes with bound. So line E and line E, quenched and wrenched. And then this is where that pattern changes in these last two lines. These last two lines rhyme with each other. It doesn't skip a line before it rhymes. So we're going to call this line G, and we're going to call this line G, because that's what it rhymes with. And so you can see door and floor. So those are the rules for an Elizabethan sonnet. 14 lines, 10 syllables in each line, and then it has to follow this rhyme scheme pattern. Okay, so Ben made that happen. Now, I'm not going to ask you to go in and point out any features of a sonnet. What I am going to ask you to look for today and to comment on are the lines you can see, hear, and feel. So I'm asking for sensory details. And when you go in and comment, please don't just say see, hear, feel. Explain to me what it allows you to see, what it allows you to hear, and what it allows you to feel. And so we're talking like touch, okay? Not like feelings like emotions, but touch. So those three senses, that's what I'm looking for. Here we go. So I just kind of want to go over how to make comments because I have had a couple of new students moving in, and I want to make sure that this is clear so there's no confusion. So if you were going to comment on how four paws skitter across the warm oak floor, you would highlight that line, and then you would use this add a comment button down here. Looks like a speech bubble with a plus in it. Or you could also go up to your toolbar and find it there also. But Google makes it hop up here. And this would be where you would add your comment, and you might say something like, this, I'm still on caps lock, this description helps me to hear what it sounds like when Shoelace comes back in from outside being in the cold. And then I would hit comment. Now, I'm going to ask you guys again to go back into this poem and look for three things, three lines or words or phrases that allow you to see, hear, or feel. Remember, we're talking about the sound, the sense of touch. So I look forward to seeing your comments. Please let me know if you have any questions or reach out. I'm here to help. Love and miss you guys, and I hope to see you soon.